Hey everyone, Shebim here and welcome back to our next episode of the WWE 2K19 Universe Mode. This is our second AEW pay-per-view. It's Double or Nothing. And here we go then, starting the night off as normal with the over-the-budget Battle Royal, and Darby Allin eliminated almost instantly by Davey Boy Smith Jr. I think Davey should get a decent push maybe this month, maybe have a bit of a singles run. Scorpio Sky thrown over the top, of course, in this match then. Darby Allin's already been eliminated. We've got Scorpio Sky, we've got Davey Boy Smith Jr., Kofi Kingston, Trent Beretta, Jungle Boy, Bandito, and of course TJ Perkins. Now TJ was not someone who was meant to be part of this, but of course we gave him an opportunity at Fyter Fest to prove what he can do, and he defeated Pac one-on-one, which was very impressive. So we gave him the chance here to showcase on Double or Nothing. It literally is Double or Nothing here for TJP. He either impresses here, or we might not ever see him again in AEW. That's the way the cookie crumbles, I'm afraid. Scorpio Sky now throwing TJP into the corner as Bandito. Oh, Jungle Boy's been eliminated. I didn't even see Jungle Boy get eliminated, but he has been eliminated on the far side. We're down to 6 now in this match. Be pretty interesting. The winner of this one's definitely going to get some momentum and going to get their eyes in front of me, or them in front of my eyes. That's the right sort of words. And who knows, maybe the winner of this one can be looked at for another opportunity. I'm sort of tempted to bring in some sort of AEW Cruiserweight Championship as well, just to try and bolster it up a little bit. I mean, we've got the tag title, the American Dream, and the AEW Championships, but I'm thinking a Cruiserweight belt might be a good shout. Maybe that's something we can work towards next month. Maybe some sort of Cruiserweight tournament. Crown our first champion. I just feel like it would be nice to have that extra championship here, and we do have a lot of fantastic talents, and oh, there goes another elimination. Trent Beretta eliminated, and Dave Boy Smith Jr. really showcasing some great ability here today. Yeah, I feel like we've got some fantastic names, and I feel like it would be a high-level championship. It would sort of be like the X Division belt was back in the wonder days of TNA when the X Division was at its peak, and that's what I'd sort of look at, the likes of Phoenix, Pentagon, Bandito, TJP. Kofi could be involved in that as well. Teddy Hart could be involved. Brian Pillman Jr., Darby Allin, Sammy Guevara, Chuck Taylor, Trent Beretta. There is a lot of names on this roster that could be involved in that. And Pac, of course, as well. Both members of the Bucks. Jungle Boy. There is a lot of names that could be involved in that. So it's definitely something we will, I think, have a look at doing in this upcoming month, as Bandito's been eliminated as well. Again, while I was looking at the paperwork, somebody got eliminated. I missed it. And TJP is still in this match. He's showcasing a lot of ability here, TJP. Of course, he is part of the Impact roster. And I feel like he might become a bit more of a permanent member of this roster as well, because so far he's impressed every single time. Nice dropkick to the back there by TJP on Kofi. Dave Boy Smith Jr.'s looked very impressive today, though. He's at least had a couple of eliminations. Maybe more that I've not noticed. I mean, every time I look at my paperwork to double check everything's correct, or to look back at the recording screen to make sure things are still recording okay, I seem to miss eliminations. Davey now, nice backdrop on Scorpio Sky. TJP with Kofi in the corner. Kofi swings TJP around and then clotheslines into the outside. TJP did do very well to get where he was in this match. However, Kofi was just that one step ahead of him. Kofi's someone who I want to see do well as well. I don't quite know how I see... well, I think I've always seen New Day as Kofi as a single star and Xavier and Big E as the tag team. But it could obviously vary with them. I think it would be nice to see Kofi go for... maybe get himself involved in the United States or the actual AEW Championship at some point this month. Maybe I could do that. It's not a bad shout. Scorpio Sky now with Kofi hanging him over that top rope. Kofi able to slide free. Nice clubbing blow to the back of Scorpio Sky. Into a Russian leg sweep. Kofi now dropping a boot right onto the arm of Scorpio Sky. Kofi now bringing Scorpio back up to his feet, rolls him through. Kofi grabbing a hold of Davey Boy Smith Jr. against the ropes. Up he goes, now looking to eliminate Davey. Can he do so? If he does, that'll be a big elimination because Davey's been dominant so far. Davey holds on, but Kofi forcing the boot into the gut of Davey. Nice elbows right in the shin of Kofi to get himself back in. Nice belly to back suplex. And a power slam by Davey as well. Kofi now catching a hold. Davey spins him round over the top. As Scorpio Sky now has a hold of Davey, trying to eliminate him. Davey's in a pretty bad position here. If Scorpio can just get him off, but then Davey just with the shoulder block right in the gut and then makes himself back into the ring. And Kofi, there goes Davey Boy Smith Jr. We're down to Kofi and Scorpio Sky. You know what? I think I'm gonna... Yeah, you know what? Whoever wins this match, I've got an idea, right? I've got an idea. Whoever wins this match is gonna get an opportunity at the American Dream Championship next weekend. Next weekend, I'm planning on doing Fight for the Fallen. And I'm thinking the main event is going to be the American Dream Championship. So the winner of this will face off against the American Dream champion at Fight for the Fallen. Nice clubbing blow there, right in the face by Scorpio Sky, and Kofi brings Kofi back up into an underhook brainbuster. So this is a massive opportunity for both these guys. Scorpio has not really had many opportunities at championships at the moment. He's sort of been the third wheel to the Kazarian and Daniels tag team. So this is a good chance for him to get an opportunity. But of course he needs to eliminate Kofi, and that's no easy feat. Sky there with a stiff forearm and an uppercut now on Kofi. Went for the slap. Kofi fighting back with the chops. Sky now big elbows in the gut of Kofi. Nice boot right in the back of the leg, and Kofi just clotheslines Scorpio Sky. Nice big chop by Kofi with the spinning kick, but Sky with the boot in the back of the leg, and then into a Northern Lights suplex. Sky now bringing Kofi back up again, underhook brainbuster. And Scorpio Sky is in great control at this point in time, bringing Kofi back up to his feet, catching that drop kick, but Sky, as you can see, struggling as well. Sky brings Kofi back up to his feet, another drop kick. And Kofi really struggling here. Scorpio Sky dominating. Sky could be getting himself an opportunity at the American Dream Championship. He just needs to eliminate Kofi. Up on the shoulder, Scorpio Sky dumps Kofi to the outside. I like the way that it came up before the actual... the winning thing came up before the actual elimination had completely happened, didn't it? But Scorpio Sky, what a victory for him. He's going to get a match against the American Dream Champion, whoever that's going to be. Of course, we will find out later on tonight as Cody is defending that belt against Shawn Spears. And yeah, Kofi's going to get an opportunity to fight the winner of that next weekend at Fight for the Fallen. Scorpio Sky very, very happy with himself, as he should be. That's a massive win for him. Must admit, I weren't expecting him to come out on top of this one. There was some real big names in there, and I really thought Kofi definitely would win that towards the end. But there we go, Scorpio Sky victorious, #1 contender for the American Dream Championship. And that's what it's for then, the AEW Tag Team Championships. We have got the Young Bucks, who of course won the belt in a triple threat match at our... Wow, that looks scary as hell, that does. Won the belt at a triple threat match at our All-In pay-per-view, of course, defeating the Lucha Brothers and the surprise entrances of the Revival. Since then, we've been having a little miniature tag team tournament to make it all the way here, haven't we? We saw the very first match was Best Friends versus Revival versus a boy and his dinosaur, which Best Friends won. We then saw another triple threat between SCU, the Lucha Brothers, and Angelico and Jack Evans, which saw SCU pick up the victory. We then saw the New Day versus the Dark Order versus the New Era Foundation, which the New Era Foundation won. And then those three teams that won their matches, Best Friends, SCU, and New Age Foundation, fought in our last episode, where SCU picked up the victory and made themselves the #1 contenders for these AEW Tag Team Championships. So this is an interesting one. The Bucks have not wrestled that much so far. I mean, they did have a 6-man tag match at Fyter Fest, where they faced off against the New Day, alongside, of course, Kenny Omega. Apart from that, we've not really seen the Bucks that often in this universe mode. So looking forward to seeing how this match pans out, because SCU have definitely built up some momentum. And not only this, I think SCU are the #1 contenders for the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships as well. I have to double check on that one, but that's a distinct possibility that is the case. So that should be pretty interesting to find out, to be honest. Kazarian now taking Nick Jackson down and dropping a knee right in the knee of Nick Jackson, as Christopher Daniels in control of Matt Jackson as well, and SCU in firm control of this match early on. We could see brand new tag team champions already. Nice takedown there by Matt Jackson. Side of the head of Christopher Daniels. Stiff right hand by Matt Jackson, heading up to the top now. Going a high risk. As Christopher Daniels slowly gets up to his feet, Matt Jackson flies, looking for some sort of blockbuster, but Christopher Daniels took a step to the side, and Matt Jackson crashed and burned. Reminds me of that Joe. The Joe's the best one, where people die, but he just casually walks out the way. It's just such a funny thing to see. Kazarian now back in control of Nick Jackson, middle of the ring, dropping him face first on that top rope. Into a running forearm. Nick Jackson now slowly getting back up to his feet. Kazarian, big clothesline, taking him down. And SCU in firm control here. We could be seeing brand new tag team champions at this rate. Matt Jackson slid back into the ring here by Christopher Daniels with Nick on the outside. Kazarian going after Matt Jackson as well. Now single leg Boston Crab broken by Nick Jackson, before following up the forearm in the face of Christopher Daniels. Daniels gets a boot in the gut, and there's a spear by Matt Jackson on Kazarian out of nowhere. I mean, it's not really a big spear, is it, when someone like Matt Jackson comes along? Let's face it. Matt Jackson forearm, then a spinning heel kick. Kazarian, though, straight into that flatliner out of nowhere. That's Sister Abigail. But then Nick Jackson broke it up, slamming Kazarian back of the head first into the mat. Nice drop kick to the back of Nick Jackson there by Christopher Daniels. Jackson never saw it coming, but now he's back up on his feet with the arm breaker on Chris Daniels. Daniels fighting back with a clubbing blow against the back of Nick Jackson. Nick now sending Christopher Daniels crashing to the outside. Matt Jackson follows him out to continue the assault. Nick Jackson's now up on the top. Looking, yeah, that was poor. Salida del Sol by Matt Jackson on Chris Daniels. Sending him back into the ring now, but Kazarian's back up on his feet, and Kazarian catching Matt Jackson. Nick Jackson's going to join Christopher Daniels inside the ring. Matt Jackson now sending Kazarian back in as well. Nick dropping a knee in the spine of Christopher Daniels before now taking Kazarian back up on his shoulders, rolls him through. Chris Daniels now with the suplex, as Matt Jackson now looking for that super kick to the grounded Kazarian, but Kazarian dodges and then catches him. Gutbuster by Nick Jackson on Chris Daniels. Now dragging Chris Daniels middle of the ring, and Nick Jackson looking for that sharpshooter submission, but Chris Daniels able to break free fairly quickly. Nick Jackson now German suplex on Christopher Daniels. Just a boot to the back of the head before now locking in their heads is on Daniels as well. Kazarian finally does break that submission up. Matt Jackson catches Kazarian though. Of course, this is the first of 3 championship matches tonight. We've also got that tables match between MJF and Joey Janela. We've also got a fatal 4-way number 1 contendership for the AEW Championship as well. As Matt Jackson breaks that submission up. Yeah, the fatal 4-way is going to be interesting. Jericho versus John Moxley versus Pac versus Pentagon. The winner of that will get an AEW Championship match at our next pay-per-view. There's a stunner by Kazarian on, is that Matt Jackson? This could be enough here, you know. We could have brand new tag team champions, and we have. Wow, brand new tag team champions, SCU. The first championship change of the night. Very interesting. It looked like it was always going to happen, to be honest with you. SCU dominated this match. I mean, the Bucks had some bits of opportunity here and there, but nothing major. And it was pretty dominant from SCU in the end. There's the stunner, which finished off Matt Jackson, and the pin there by Kazarian for the 1, the 2, and the 3 count. Brand new tag team champions crowned here at AEW's Double or Nothing. The Bucks are going to want their championships back, though. You can guarantee that. But you can't begrudge these guys. Finally, tag team champions. They've been fighting for belts everywhere they've been. And now finally they do walk away with some gold. AEW Tag Team Champions. And here we go then. Wow. MJF seemed to start before the bell even went. And this, of course, a tables match. This all stems back from the match that these two guys had at Fyter Fest. MJF won that match. However, he won it via a low blow. Joey Janela was not impressed by that whatsoever. Last episode, MJF had a one-on-one match against Pac. And, well, Joey Janela attacked MJF midway through the match. And Pac went on to win that one. MJF blaming the loss on Janela, which caused this match here. MJF versus Joey Janela for the 2nd time this month. This time, though, in a tables match. Why not? Let's get a bit of gimmick action on the go. Why not? Nice elbow in the head there by Janela. Dropping a boot right in the thigh of MJF before trying to bring him back up to his feet, but MJF fighting back with a jawbreaker. Then a running forearm as well. Nice trip by Janela, taking MJF down before a boot right in the chest. Janela clubbing blow to the face of MJF now, sending him dropping to the outside. Pretty close to one of those tables, and Janela does have one of those tables. Just slamming it into the gut of MJF, and now Janela in the ring with the table. Pretty happy with that scenario. He slides back out now to try and get Janela, but MJF just trying to get away from him. Janela just slowly keeping pace, just chasing after him. MJF picks the right moment for him to turn and attack Janela. Nice spinning neck breaker. Went for the boot in the spine. MJF felt that hard. Nice reverse DDT and slamming him back first into the ground. MJF really working over the spine of Janela, who then goes gut first into the table and sent back into the ring. MJF now with the table. He's going to set it up middle of the ring. Janela's back up on his feet as well. MJF, though, dragging Janela across towards this table. But Janela fights back with the elbows and the gut of MJF. Looking for the German suplex. Wow, I think he was trying to catch the table there. It looked like he was trying to catch the table just a little bit too far away. Janela now hoisting him up into the sit-out powerbomb. He pretty should have gone for the table there, to be honest with you, but maybe just continuing to work on the damage. The thing is, you don't want to risk trying to go for the table too early and getting reversed. That's one of the big risks in this match. If you get reversed, all of a sudden you could be in danger. Janela now dragging MJF along, trying to drape him across the table. MJF fighting back with the elbows. Janela rolling MJF through. Clubbing blow to the back and once again trying to get him towards that table. He does now finally prop him up against the table. Up on the table. Now Janela heading to the top. This could be quite a short match as Joey Janela with a big elbow putting MJF through the table. Janela gets his retribution against the man who beat him with a low blow a couple of weeks ago. Joey Janela, high flying, landing an elbow right through MJF and right through the table. And it is Joey Janela who walks away victorious from this match. Big, big win for him. He's got some big stuff on this weekend. I believe he's got a very important match tomorrow at Combat Zone Wrestling's Aerial Assault as well. So keep an eye out for that. But Joey Janela, great way for him to start off this big weekend. And a big victory over somebody who I was considering putting into the championship picture. But with Janela getting this victory, maybe Janela should be in the championship picture. And there we go, that's what it's for, the American Dream United States Championship. We have got Cody making his first championship defense after winning this belt from his brother, well, against his brother Dustin Rhodes last month. This is going to be his first championship defense, and it's against, of course, Shawn Spears, aka Ty Dillinger. I hope you don't mind that I'm just sticking with the Ty Dillinger just for now, just because I did have a Shawn Spears core and I just thought it's just taken up space that somebody else could be using, so I deleted it. That's the reason why, but I think it's I don't think it's a problem, is it really? It's just a name, isn't it? And of course, Cody is the champion. Of course, the winner of this match, as we already know from earlier on in the evening, will be defending the belt again against Scorpio Sky next weekend at our Fight for the Fallen show. The referee holds the belt up high as we are ready to start the action. Shawn Spears challenging Cody for the American Dream United States Championship, and Spears straight away with a big clothesline on Cody. Then up and down in that reverse suplex. Nice boot right in the back of Cody. Dropping a boot in the gut of Cody as well. Looking for the drop kick in the spine, but Cody manages to avoid, and there's a big clothesline taken, tie down. Boot in the spine, the boot in the gut, and Cody now in control of this match. And once Cody takes control of matches, it's very, very unusual for him to lose that control. Taking Ty down once again, spins him over. But he catches him with a drop toe hold. Got married recently, didn't he, Shawn Spears? Got married to Peyton Royce. Lucky kid, isn't he? Nice hip toss there by Cody, taking Spears down now into the pin. One, not even a 1 count. Wow, okay. Cody now drags Spears along, smashed him face first into the turnbuckle pad, spins him round. And going to drop him snake eyes across that turnbuckle pad before dropping a boot into the chest of Spears. Now wrenching back in that camel clutch style submission. Spears though now breaking free, tripping Cody over. Up on the shoulders now. Into the Death Valley driver by Shawn. Spears on Cody. Brings him back up to his feet once again. Again into the corner. Nice drop kick in the spine, but Cody just flips straight back up to his feet. Went for the clothesline. Spears avoids it. Now Spears raining down with a strong right hands on Cody, who rolls to the outside. Cody now up on his feet and Spears catches him. Nice boot in the gut of Cody by Spears. Then went for the clothesline, but Spears gets caught with the drop toe hold. Now Cody, nice running, dropping the weight on the back of the neck against obviously the ring rope. Cody now with that flatliner into the pin. 1, 2, only a 2 count. Spears back up to a seated base for Cody, just dropping the boot right in the spine. Cody now stalking Spears. Went for the strong right hand, but Spears fights back, then clotheslines Cody to the outside. Spears now bringing Cody back up to his feet. Slamming him face first into the announce table. Dropping him face first on the ring steps. Nice super kick in the gut and a big running knee strike by Shawn Spears as well. The referee counting, of course, champion's advantage is in place. So if either of these men get counted out, then Cody walks away champion. Spears sends Cody back into the ring and slides it himself after the 8 count. Now backing into the corner. I thought we were going to plan something there for a moment, but decides against it by the looks of it. Spears now bringing Cody back up to a standing base. Into the corner now. Cody spins it around though. Gonna hoist Spears up onto the top. Super arm drag. Spears flown all the way across the ring. Cody now bringing him back up. There's a shoulder block. Second shoulder block. Over the top he goes. Up onto the top rope. Spears doesn't see it coming into the double axe handle. Cody brings Spears back up to his feet. Once again into that flatliner, dropping him face first into the mat. There's the pin. Cody now for the 1, 2, and 3. And Cody pulls it off. A big championship defense here against Shawn Spears. And Cody remains the American Dream. Wow. What a match that was. It was pretty good actually, wasn't it? Ty, or Shawn Spears, let's say, unfortunate in defeat. He's back up on his feet now, though. Trying to show some respect here to Cody, of course, the CEO of the company, and Spears offering a handshake. Cody does reciprocate with that handshake as well. Great respect shown, and Cody remains the United States champion. Here we go then, fatal 4-way elimination action the winner of this one, guaranteed a place to main event, our next show, All Out, as they fight for the AEW Championship against the winner of tonight's main event between Hangman Page and Kenny Omega. Almost elimination already there by Pentagon on Jon Moxley. Jericho with a stiff forearm to the face of Pac before dropping him with that DDT. Pentagon now dumping Moxley to the outside. Pentagon now demolishing Jon Moxley on the outside as Jericho taking control of Pac on the inside as well. I'm just writing notes so I remember what I'm doing tomorrow. So I'm just, because tomorrow obviously I'm writing the card for next month, so I'm just writing down some brief ideas that are coming into my mind. Yeah, it's all starting to flood into my brain now. I'm liking it. I'm liking where my brain is going. Wow, Jericho went for the clothesline in the corner on Pac. Pac avoided using his speed now into a Saito suplex on Jericho. Moxley now looking for the neck breaker on Pentagon on the outside. Pentagon sliding free, then a Hurricanrana on Moxley. Jericho now Northern Light suplex on Neville, or Pac, sorry, Pac. I said the N-word, I do apologise. Jericho now bringing Pac back up to a seated base, but Pentagon, I don't think Jericho's noticed that Pentagon's right up behind him yet. I'm sure he's going to. Oh, he did notice him. Catches the attempted forearm. Jericho now looking for the suplex. Boom! Dropping Pentagon with that vertical suplex. Moxley came in searching for a clothesline on Pac. Pac ducks it and sends Moxley straight back to the outside. Sort of on the outside is the best place you can be in this match, really, because on the inside you can be pinned, on the outside you can't. So maybe just sticking out on the outside until other people have been pinned is probably a pretty good tactic, really, as Jericho rolling Pentagon through. Nice boot to the spine of Pentagon. And Pentagon's not really done as well as I was hoping he would do, to be honest, in this universe mode. I thought him and Phoenix were going to be pretty dominant, and we're giving them a lot of opportunities, but so far they've not really showcased their ability too much. Oh, I say as Pentagon catches Jericho, then dropping him in that front slam. Now dropping the boot right in the arm of of Jericho. Jericho back up there with a jawbreaker, now running forearm on Pentagon, as well as a sit-out Michinoku driver on the outside by Moxley on Pac. Jericho now dragging Pentagon into the middle, then dropping him with a Lion Salt. Doesn't go for the pin though, which is interesting. And Pentagon straight back up on his feet, looking for the boot in the gut, but Jericho got him first, and Jericho just slapping Pentagon. That's always going to go down well, isn't it? Then into a code breaker. Jericho catching Pentagon with the code breaker into the pin. 1, 2, and 3. And we have our first elimination in this match. Pentagon is down. We are down to Jericho, Moxley, and Pac here. Wow, okay. Of course, Jericho and Moxley are both current IWGP champions, or NJPW champions, should I say. Jericho currently the IWGP Intercontinental. It's not even called that, is it? It's just called the Intercontinental Champion. And Moxley currently the United States Champion over in New Japan as well. And Pac is currently the Progress Champion as well. Of course, he'll be defending that belt today against Finn Balor, I believe, over in Progress. So all the guys left in this match are champions elsewhere. And they've got a great chance of getting themselves back in another massive championship hunt to face off against the AEW champion at All Out. Not just getting themselves a championship match, but guaranteed to main event the All Out pay-per-view here in AEW. Pac now bringing Moxley back up to his feet, but Moxley fighting back with a stiff right hand on Pac. It's always a bit messy when these matches get to 3 people. Moxley dropping him with a high angle backdrop. Nice forearm there by Pac, sending Moxley back into the ring, and he's going to join him as well. I sort of hope that Pac wins this one, to be honest with you, just because... maybe not, actually, just thinking about it. I was going to say Moxley and Jericho have already got big things going on with the championships in New Japan, but in fairness, Pac's the only one out of the three that's actually a main event champion, within the champion over on Progress Wrestling. Wow. Just see Moxley there just for a headbutt. Pac then taking him down. Jericho now bringing Pac back up to his feet. Nice shoulder block. Springs off the ropes, looking for a second shoulder. Springs off the ropes. Over the top he goes. Jericho now with the double axe handle. What the hell was that? Sorry, I got distracted by something that just fell over on the other side of the room, even though no one was anywhere near it and no windows are open or anything like that. You know, it's a ghost. We can agree it's a ghost. Pac able to break free from the submission. Stiff couple of jabs in the face of Jericho. But then Moxley catches him into that double arm DDT into the pin. 1, 2, and no. Pac able to survive kicking out of that. Jericho now front chancery on Moxley. Nice snap suplex. Of course, Jericho is the only man in this match so far to have actually fought for the AEW Championship. Of course, he was part of the original championship match against Hangman Page. Why on earth Pac has just saved Moxley there from the walls of Jericho, I will never know. But Jericho now with a pin on Pac. Oh, Pac able to kick out again after the 2 count, and Pac rolls to the outside to try and protect himself. He is struggling. Jericho now drops onto Moxley, and he also kicks out on the 2. Jericho now stalking the grounded Jon Moxley. I think he was looking for a code breaker once again, but Moxley avoids it, but then Jericho catches him with a sidewalk slam instead. Nice right hand, another right hand by Moxley, then rolls Jericho through. Oh, wow, into a very unique way of locking in that double arm DDT. There's the pin, the Dirty Deeds, the Hell Rider, or the Death Rider, whatever it's called these days. But Jericho kicking out as well. Pac now taking Moxley up into the powerbomb, stacks him up on his shoulders. 1, 2. Only a 2 count, but then Pac rolls Moxley through into a Boston Crab. And Moxley was able to break free. All three of these guys so desperate to main event All Out. All of them kicking out of an incredible amount of moves. Pac now taking Jericho down with a couple of clotheslines and a super kick as well. Moxley now catching Pac. Front chancery, Pac fighting free, slapping Moxley's arm. Gets around the back into that reverse Rana. Wow, big move there by Pac. Now into this reverse chin lock, a very lazy man's camel clutch. Maybe just a chance for Pac to regain some energy. And just raining down those rights and lefts on Pac, who is already wearing that crimson mask as Moxley just trying to work open that wound. Moxley now taking Pac down. Up it goes. Wow, looking for a powerbomb, but Jericho catches him. And now Jericho's going to get powerbombed instead by Moxley. Rolls the powerbomb through into the pin. 1, 2, and oh, again, it's only a 2 count. Jericho able to break free. Moxley dragging Jericho middle of the ring. And Moxley now big boot across the chest of Jericho, but Pac's there. Pac gets on the back into a nice tiger suplex. I'm sure my phone's... I can hear vibrating, but my phone's not ringing. It's really weird. There's the code breaker by Jericho on Pac into the pin. 2. And no, Pac survives. Wow, how on earth has he survived that? I'm sure my phone is ringing. It's not lit up though. It is ringing. I thought it was. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. It was really weird there. Just started. I could hear it vibrating, but the screen wasn't lit up, so I didn't think it was ringing. I thought I was going crazy. Jericho now taking Pac up into the powerbomb. Moxley now raining down the lefts and rights on Jericho. Nice forearm right in the face of Jericho as well. Moxley now brings him back up to his feet into a fisherman's suplex. Doesn't bridge for the pin though. Does go for the pin straight after. 1, 2, and 3, and Jericho is out. We are down to Moxley and Pac. And Pac straight away with a reverse Rana on Jon Moxley. Big move. Dropping a boot in the back of the arm as well. Straight into the pin. Was that reverse Rana enough to guarantee himself the main event at All Out? Of course it is. Pac with the victory, and Pac is the #1 contender. Well, technically, he's the #1 contender for the AEW Championship. Pac will be main eventing our All Out pay-per-view in 4 weeks' time against the winner of tonight's main event. It was a cracking match, wasn't it, really? Lots of action. And it was Pac who came out on top. That big win against MJF a couple of days ago definitely helped his momentum. And Pac is victorious. And Pac is the #1 contender for the AEW Championship. And here we go then, AEW Championship match. Kenny Omega looking to get his 3rd main event championship in this universe mode, of course. Currently the Pro Wrestling Guerrilla champion. And of course won the IWGP Heavyweight Championship last weekend as well. And now it's a chance for him to become the AEW champion. Kenny Omega is becoming extremely dominant in this universe mode at this point in time. And of course, Hangman Page was a two-time champion. He was a double champion. He was holding the United States Championship as well, but of course lost that last week to, of course, Jon Moxley. He's not going to want to lose this belt as well. As you see, looking down at the first AEW champion, Hangman Page, desperate to retain. Of course, we know the winner of this match will take on Pac at All Out. The bell goes, we are underway, and Omega straight across the ring. Strong clothesline on taking him down with the rock bottom as well. Big boot across the chest. Omega now in firm control of this match. Taking Page down once again. There's the pin by Omega. Only a 1 count. Omega dominant in this one though. Really, really dominant. Page are dumping him to the outside, crashing to the ground below. Nice boot right in the back by Page. Now brings Omega back up to a standing base. Strong forearms. Omega with a knee in the gut of Page, and then looking for the discus. Page fighting free now, catching Omega with the... No. Like I was going to go for a belly to back slam, but Omega able to roll him through. Omega now bringing Page back up to his feet. Both guys, well, maybe not both guys, sliding back in the ring as Omega blocking Page off. Now both guys back in the ring. Page now catches Omega, rolls him through in the snapmare. Back up to a standing base, another snapmare, then a boot in the spine. chin lock here by Page on Omega. Just a rest hold, really. Just trying to regain a bit of energy. Of course, Omega has dominated a large portion of the early part of the match. Page clotheslining Omega to the ground once again. Now Page looking very high risk. He's up on his feet. Wow, knee drop from the top to the outside. And all of a sudden, Page in control in this match. Omega with a back elbow, then looking for a discus lariat. Page now dumping Omega face first. Into the apron, now back into the ring as well. Hangman Page now just clubbing around the front of the face of Kenny Omega. Page now brings Omega back up to his feet. And now Page is Page has had enough of this. He's not having any more. Is Hangman Page just... Is he walking out? No, he can't be having this. Hangman Page is walking out on this match. No, Omega's having none of that. Omega's catching him and throws him back into the ring. Or maybe not. Now he does throw him back into the ring. Hangman Page trying to escape this match. Looking to try and get himself counted out. Of course, he has got champion's advantage. Omega's having none of that whatsoever. Now, Omega bringing Page up into the sit-out powerbomb. One. Only a 1 count. Omega now stalking Hangman Page. Up on the shoulder he goes. Into the one-wing angel. 1, 2, and 3. And we do have a brand new champion. Kenny Omega wins the AEW Championship. Hangman Page looked as if he was going to try and walk out on this one. He was trying to use his championship advantage to get a count out. But Kenny Omega was having none of that. Brought him back in the ring. Catches him with this one-wing angel. And Kenny Omega's a champion in another brand. Wow. Another brand champion, Omega. There we go. AEW Championship here for Kenny Omega. But part of me wonders whether this is the last we'll see of Page in the Omega feud. I mean, we know that Pac is going to get an opportunity at the AEW Championship at All Out now against Kenny Omega. We know that main event already. But you're thinking Hangman Page is sat here thinking he wants to be involved in that as well. And I don't know, there just seems to be like some more twists and turns in this. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see what happens. Anyway, guys, that's the end of this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. Of course, if you have, then please do hit that like button. Of course, subscribe if you're new around here. I mean, if you've got this far, you must have enjoyed it, hopefully. Of course, we'll be back to later today for some more. We've got Progress on today, I think. And then also tomorrow, we've got Combat Zone Wrestling. And we have got Shimmer, I believe. And then, of course, we're back into normal weeklies as of Monday. I've been Shabby Gamer. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again very, very soon for some more SWE Universe Mode. Bye.